G'day, cheers everyone. Sonia Bernard, linked by ink, your independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. How are we doing today? So I am filming on the evening, it's late afternoon, it's already getting dark, of Wednesday, November 8th, and this video is being uploaded Thursday, November 9th, 2023. And can you believe we are just chugging along to Christmas? It's almost here, and we've got Thanksgiving that we got to do before Christmas. So I know everyone's getting ready, getting presents ready, and you might be thinking, oh, I need something for my coworker. Oh, I need something for my friend. Oh, I just need something, a little box to put some things in. So I wanted to show you how to make this cute little box. And it's a little treat holder, and you can do it 3 ways. Now, okay, I do have some tequila rose in there and some chockies, but you can do it without any of the dividers in there. You could do it with just this divider, so it would be 2 long rows instead of these 3 little rows. You could do it this way, or you could do 2 of these dividers, so you'll have like 6 chocolates in there. I'm going backwards. Okay, so you'd have 6 chocolates in there. So it is versatile. You don't have to do it exactly this way. Now, did I design this box? No, I got it on Pinterest. Normally I would say the person who I got this from. However, as I was assembling the box for the very first time when I first did it, I found out that 4 of the measurements are wrong, just wrong. The bottom of the box ended up being bigger than the top of the lid, so you couldn't even fit that on. So I had to redo the measurements to make it work properly. So I don't want to, you know, badmouth that person at all, because amazing work. But put it this way, I'm going to give you the measurements, and then if you go on Pinterest and then you see one of these very similar, and you notice that our measurements are different, that's probably the person I got it from, and I love them for it. But I just don't want to put that out there publicly. You know what I mean. Okay, so let's turn this down and let's get started. Let's just do a couple of things here. We got to switch this, flip, flop, and turn. It's a brilliant idea. Brilliant. Oh, there's my coffee cup in the way. Let me see so we can see in here, so we can make sure that we're in the right spot. People are sending me notifications. Not right now. Okay, off. There we go. Get this coffee cup out the way. Okay, so we are going to need some thick basic white cardstock. You're going to want to write these measurements down. I will have a tutorial done up, but it's not going to be done till next week. I have so much going on with on stage and everything else, and I'm going away with friends, and there's a lot happening. So I will be working on that while I'm away on vacation. Okay, so we've got, this is the box bottom, and this is going to be our biggest piece, and it's 6 3/4 by 5 1/2. Okay, 6 3/4 by 5 1/2. I'm trying to see if I'm straight or if my phone is crooked here. Ay, ay, ay. I was supposed to get this done this morning, but I spent the morning with my adult child. She's 20, and it was fantastic. Okay, so again, 6 3/4 by 5 1/2. Then we're going to have another piece, and this is our box lid, and this is going to be 5 7/8 by 4 1/2. 5 7/8 by 4 1/2. Then we're going to have our divider. It's an insert that's going to go in there, and this will make it into 2 sections. Okay, so this is going to be 4 1/4 by 5 1/8. 4 1/4 by 5 1/8. Then we're going to have our big long piece, and this is going to be 1 inch by 10 1/2 inches. Okay, because I don't want this sticking up and over this part here. If you'll see this part, I changed the measurement on that because I wanted that to be below. You could probably do it with 1 1/8 if you wanted it to be up the same as this, but I wanted it kind of a little bit lower. Okay, so before it was over the top of the middle insert, and I'm like, that's not right. So not right, sorry. Okay, now the decoration part, you can pick whatever you want. You don't have to do 2 layers here. You could just stamp the lid. You can decorate however you want. But if you want these measurements, I used the Traditions of Saint Nick DSP. That's an online exclusive. You won't find that in a catalog. You'll find it online while supplies last. And then I hope I wrote these down. Oh, I don't think I wrote down this one. Oh no. Snap. Okay, let's get our, let's get this and make sure I've done this right. So this is 4 1/4 and 2 7/8. 4 1/4 by 2 7/8. And then the DSP for that is going to be 2 3/4 by 4 1/8. 2 3/4 by 4 1/8. Then we're going to want 2 little strips for the sides, and this is 1 2 3 4 5/8 by 4 1/4. 5/8 by 4 1/4. And then the DSP for that is going to be a 1/2 inch by 4 1/8. A 1/2 inch by 4 1/8. And that will layer onto there. And you want 2 each of those. Then we're going to want our 5/8 by 2 7/8. 5/8 by 2 7/8. It'll be easier when I have it all written down for you. And then we're going to do our 1/2 inch by, what is that? I don't want to say the wrong thing here. 2 and, looks like 2 1/2. No, 2 3/4, sorry. 2 3/4. Let me make sure. I wish I had my ruler, but I've misplaced it. So, and I should have written this down. I thought I had it written down. My apologies. Yep, it definitely looks like 2 3/4. Okay, there we go. There you go. So that's all your layers to decorate. And then I did just easy punch, 2-inch punch in Mossy Meadow, and a 1 3/4 inch punch in the basic white. The stamp set I used was the Festive and Fun. A little something for you with lots of love from me. And we're going to stamp that. Now I'm going to take you through all the scoring as well, because there's a lot of scoring and how to cut it and how to assemble. So we'll be here for a minute. Okay, but if you just want the dimensions, you've already got them, but we do need the scoring. So there's a little something for me, and I did that in real red. Oh, and this cardstock is real red, sorry. Okay. So let's start with the big piece. And we're going to bring in our handy, whoop, I just hit something, our handy dandy scoring tool. Oh, you know, I'm a hot mess. For those who follow me already, you just know, we just roll with it, okay? People need to stop messaging me, it keeps popping up. Oh my gosh, now someone's at my front door. Oh my God, can't win. It's probably my Amazon package. Okay, so this is the box bottom. And we're going to score this at 1 1/4 on all 4 sides. So we go 1 1/4, score, and turn and score, and turn and score. Make sure we're scoring at the right spot. You can use the little markers if you have them. I have them, but I'm just going to roll like this. So there's your bottom of the box. Now, if you're confused, if you got the pieces and they're mixed up and you're like, no, what's what? Okay, the biggest one is the box bottom. The middle one is the box lid, and the smaller one is the divider. So this is the box lid, and we're going to do this at 3/4 of an inch. So that's these long ones here, 1, 2, 3/4 of an inch, all the way around. And score. And around we go. Now I did make 8 of these for friends, and they loved them. And it is a bit of a time to do them because there's lots of steps, but it was a lot of gluing. You'll find you'll be gluing a lot. Okay, so this is the divider insert. Okay, here comes my cat. Uh-oh. So on the long side, we're going to score at 1 3/8. And that's 1, 2, 3/8. So every little notch is an 1/8. So double check 1 3/8. Then we're going to score at 2 1/2, 2 1/2. Then we're going to score at 3 5/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to get that. Do we see that? So we've got 3 score lines on there. Okay, then for our long piece, I've actually already done the score lines on this. This is our 1 inch by 10 1/2 inch. We're going to want to score at 3/4 of an inch, 2 1/4 inches, 3 3/8, 4 1/2, 6, 7 1/8, and 8 1/4, and 9 5/8. It should be right there. Okay, so I'll say them again. We're scoring at 3/4, 2 1/4, 3 3/8, 4 1/2, 6, 7 1/8, 8 1/4, 9 5/8. Okay, there's all our scoring. So if you know how to assemble boxes and stuff, you may be able to just go off and put that all together. Okay, so we're going to get our bottom of the box first, and we've got our score lines, and we're just going to cut that score line up to the corner there, the intersection, and cut out a little notch. And we're going to do that on this one. Cutting out a little notch, making sure you're not cutting from the big piece, making sure you're cutting the notch from the corner piece. If you cut it from the big piece, then you're not going to have a nice clean box. And then turn it upside down up to the intersection. I call it an intersection because it looks like a 4-way stop. And then cut out that notch. And then same thing. Now remember, you're just doing it on the opposite side. Don't cut this part. Okay, and then we're going to do the exact same thing on the top of the box. So we've just got this little bit here, trim up to there, and then a little corner. This just helps your box fold just smoother. Now you could put everything onto the box and then fold the box and stuff, but I think it's easier. Like if you want to stamp the box, you're going to want to stamp this before you assemble, okay? But for the way I did it, I found it easier to put the box together first, and then we worry about assembling. Okay, so that's all the cutting we should have done, and now it's just all about gluing. Glue, glue, glue. So we are going to get our bone folder, and the bump is what you want to fold into. Then you want to burnish these lines. Folding into the bump, burnishing these lines, all the way around into the bump, burnish. It's really not that hard. It's just a matter of doing the, you know, cutting, scoring, folding, gluing, decorating. Done. It's like all paper crafts. Sometimes you think, oh, how am I going to do that? But once you do it, just step by step, step by step. And it turns out not to be that hard after all. And we're just burnishing. I'm taking you all the way through, so, you know, because we may have beginners watching who've never done this before. So I want to make sure that you're understanding exactly what's happening and very, very clear. So you see we've got the two pieces like this. Now, when you're making a box, you want these little flaps on the inside. So you want to put the glue right here, and then we're going to fold it down. Okay? So I like my liquid, and when you are using a liquid, you do have to wait just a little extra. You could use double-sided tape here. You could use Seal Plus here. I prefer Tombow liquid when I'm doing most of my boxes because I find it to be quite strong, and it seems to just, I don't know, work well for me. My boxes hold up. So we're going to do that on one end, and then we're going to fold the other end, do the exact same thing, making sure not to bump that because it's still drying on the other end. And we're going to fold this down. And then we're just lining up the edges. You don't want that crooked, so just line them up so that they all line up there. And then you can see on the inside, you've got the little notches. There we go. Now, if you wanted to, you know, if you want to be super high speed, you could cut pieces and strips to put around the entire box. Well, I wouldn't put it on here because we're going to cover that part up. But if you wanted to cover up those flaps there, you could put some cute DSP on the inside. That would be cute. Okay, so we've got our bottom. Let's just let that sit there to dry. And then we're going to do the same with the top. We're going to tuck these ones in first. And then we're going to roll that little top piece onto there. And then with the liquid glue, you've got time to slide that around too and make sure that it's got, that it's lining up nicely. There we go. And then we can flip it around and do this end. I just saw these and I just fell in love with these boxes. So, and I like the versatility of them, where you can make it just a regular box, you can divide it, or you can make it into split, or you can have like 6 little chocolates in there. And if you wanted to, you could redesign it, figure out the scoring for this to see, you know, if you had only 2 chocolates, you could do that too. Okay, so there we've got a lid and a bottom, and the bottom is the deeper part, the lid is the shallower part. Okay, then we've got our divider. Just gonna move them to the side. So with this, just lay it flat, and then we're gonna fold it. We're gonna fold it like this. So we've laid flat, we've gone to the left, now we've gone to the right, and now we are going to go to the left again. So it ends up like this. So flat, to the left, to the right, to the left, also known as accordion fold. Then we're going to have a mountain, a little tent right there in the middle. If it's flat, we're going to push it in. So what we're going to do is get glue, and just this section we're going to glue. Not these outside ones, just the inside ones. Now I did notice with this that one side seems to be a little bit bigger than the other side. So, and that is because it's fitting, one side is fitting that little bottle and the other side is fitting the chocolates. So if you want your bottle on the left, when you go to assemble this, see how that's now glued together? So it's made like a, I don't know what you call that, but it's like that. Okay. So you can visually see that this side is longer than that side. So if you want your bottle on the left, you're going to want to make sure that this is now the top of your box, this is the bottom of your box, and this is the left, this is the right. But of course, you can literally just, you don't even have to take it out, you just turn it around, and now that might be your top and that's your bottom. So I'm just going with the way that it was designed and going on here. This could actually be 1/8 of an inch longer because it doesn't fit all the way in. But I did use the other person's measurements for that. Now you can glue that down, but you don't even have to. It just, look, it's in there. So that's perfect, right? And then we make sure, before we start decorating, make sure that we put our little lid on. She works, yes. Now, with this one, we're gonna start, I fold it that way, towards me, okay, and then I think it's easier, visualize this, right? Visualize that that is going to the right. Then we want to, the next one, you've got 1, 2, 3 score lines. So on the second score line, fold it the same way, fold it pointing out, then fold up, fold up. Now, do you want me to do that again? So we're starting with, doesn't matter which end, I'm starting with this end. We're folding that to the right. Then I kind of turn it and I go 1, 2, 3 score lines, and I'm pinching number 1, number 3 score line and folding on number 2 score line. Okay? Number 2 score line. Then you're going to go down and you've got 1, 2, 3 score lines again. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to pinch it on number 3 score line. So we're pinching that together. 1, 2, 3. You see that? And then we're folding in. So that what we end up with is this. Now I'm definitely gluing this one together here and here. Do you see? So I will repeat just in case. You've got your long piece. Do the first one to the right. Count 1, 2, 3. Number 1 and number 3, bring them together. Pinch number 2. 1, 2, 3. Number 1, number 3, bring them together. Pinch number 2. And then fold. We're folding all the same way. Now we're going to glue these. Okay? And we're going to put that like that. I don't know why, but it gives me seagull vibes. Okay. And then we're going to do the same thing with this. We're putting glue on just one side of that. Pinching together. Does it not give you seagull vibes? Okay. So then you end up with this looking thing. Now you could glue this in, and I would glue this in because it's slightly longer than it needs to be. However, I think that once you put the, let's grab these chocolates from this other box and stick this in and see how that's poking out. That personally bothers me. I want it to be flush, right? But if it doesn't bother you and you don't want to take the extra time gluing that down, then you could leave it like that. Okay? But I don't like that. I want it to look like this. I want, when it, you know, it just looks, I don't know, to me, it just looks neater. So if you wanted to, you can leave the box like this and have 2 sides. You could leave it with nothing in. Also put one in on the other side. So we're just going to glue this one down because it will drive me balmy if I don't. And gluing this one down will make sure the other one is secured in there, so you don't really have to worry about that. And we can even glue the edges there and glue this edge there. So I just put glue all over it. And this one might get a little messy because I just touch glue with my finger. So we're just going to pinch it in there till it adheres. Might take a little extra second because it is the liquid glue. And there we go. Get them there. Let's hold it for a minute. Don't fight me on this, no. You ever say that to your people? Like, stop fighting me. Okay. There we go. Okie dokie. Now, you've got your box. Now I'm just going to decorate so I understand if you turn the video off. But if you want to see the whole thing through, let's get our bits and let's do this and finish our little box. So the easiest way to do it is make your layers. Just glue it and we'll be done. I've still got to make Christmas cards. I have not decided upon my Christmas card this year yet, but I do know that it's going to be something quick and simple. We're going to go easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now with this, I did do dimensionals. 1, 2, 3. I'll just put these together. Have you got your Christmas cards done? Let me know in the comments section. And how many Christmas cards do you do every year? How many do you have to get done and how many do you mail out? Because I know people still love a Christmas card in the mail. I think it's really special. And then to get a handmade Christmas card, it really lets you know that, you know, you're being thought about by someone. And I think that's a beautiful thing, especially over the holidays. Spreading love and joy. Like, we like to do that, you know, all year through with our craft making and our card making and spreading cheer. But I think at the Christmas season, it's just even more so. I don't know. I love it. It's getting chilly, but not too chilly here in the South. We don't like it too chilly. Okay. So we're just layering those. Boop. So you got 2 of them. And then we're going to layer the little bottom ones. Now, oh, wait. Oh, I put them backwards. You know what? I did these, when I did this box, I did the pattern this way because the pattern was cut that way. But you know what? We're just going to roll with it. And we're just going to roll with it. I think it'll still look cute. So you can do a, you know, 2 different ones. You can flip it. But I was just too busy chatting, not paying attention. Because I did this box a couple weeks back now and I actually made it for everybody. So, and I've just have so much happening. I have team members coming to my house on Saturday, which is also Veterans Day, which I'm a veteran. So, that's cool. Me and my husband are both veterans of the United States Army. But we are getting together because it's on stage and we're doing a virtual on stage at home this year because Stampin' Up has changed the regular date of November to March. So March 2024, we're meeting in Houston and there'll be thousands of people. This is just for the American ones. The people in Australia and Europe have their own on stage as well happening during the same time frame. But for us here in America, it'll be in Houston. So we're getting together at home and we're going to do a potluck and we're going to do card making and we're going to see sneak peeks from all the new mini catalog that won't be out till January for customers. Now, if you join and get the starter kit and get on my team, then guess what? You get pre-order to the new mini and to Celebration. What? Celebration is coming. Yes, I love it's one of the biggest perks I love to being an actual demonstrator. Now, when I say demonstrator, don't think that, oh, you have to run a business like I'm running a business. No, I have a lot of people on my team here for the discount. Here for the discount, and I do love that discount, 20% off. It's awesome, but what I love most are the products because, I mean, look at this. How cute is this? So cute. So I do love getting those sneak peeks and getting to order early. Also with the online exclusives, we have a, they don't let us order everything, but they give us a little taste and they say, here, you can pre-order some of this stuff. That's where we got the Meandering Meadows and stuff from. And the Fluffiest Friends that I just used in my weekly video. So if you're watching this and it's not before November 13th yet, I have a card class to go and it's up on YouTube. and it is using Fluffiest Friends, and you get that card class absolutely free when you make a purchase of $35 or more using the host code that's in the description of that video. Okay. And I do those every other week. I have a card class to go, and I love sending out free kits to people when they make a purchase from me, and everything's cut and die cut and ready to go, ribbons included, the amount that you need for the cards, and you get 8 cards. Sometimes it's 6 cards if they're a little bit more complex. So there we go. It's a great deal. Free is free, right? Then we're going to need a little bit of, forgot to put this stamp over here out of the way. So I used this cute sheer ribbon, adorable, and we put the lid on. Now if you wanted to, you could also decorate the bottom of the box so that that was covered in the DSP as well. But you might, if you put that extra layer there, especially if you put 2 layers like that, it will change the dimension you're going to need for that box by maybe just a smidge, okay? Oh, and if this happens here, see, you might get a little edge there. Just go ahead and snip that off. Grab your snips. I don't have my glasses on, so hopefully we're doing this good. And there you go. And that'll just, perfect. Okay, let's put our lid on. How cute is this? Do you know someone who would love this? And you don't have to put alcohol in here. That was just the choice I made. And it could be all chocolates. Like I said, it could just be the box without the little divider in. That would save you some time too if you just want to make cute little boxes and then fill it with chockies for friends and co-workers for Christmas. If you're doing a craft fair, these will make cute little items for craft fairs too. And then, so we're just going to make that bow. Snip, snip. With that cute ribbon. And then we're going to get a glue dot. And we're going to finish this up. And look how quick and easy that was. Now, yeah, it takes a little bit longer, but I also sat here and repeated all the measurements and everything. Now, if you're going to make bulk of these, cut one piece at a time, you know, and then score all those pieces the same, then, you know, cut the other piece. So kind of like have it doing all this one, all this one, all this one, all this one. And then assemble. Do you love it? I love it. I think it's the most adorable little thing. And then you've got your, now you can make these birthday as well. Just say it's someone's birthday. This makes a cute little gift for a co-worker for a birthday. Now, check with your employees, your employer before taking alcohol into the workplace. But my boss, which is me, condones the use of alcohol. So not while working though. No drinking while working. I don't know why, because I'm a lightweight. I have one drink and I want to go to bed. So there we go. That is our cute little box, and we're going to call this a treat box. With you could say it's got booze in it, but I'm just going to say it's a Christmas treat box, or it's a treat box. So there you go. How cute is that? And look, it looks cute either way with those stockings, even though the stockings might not be exactly matching that way. Excuse me. Went outside today and the ragweed got me. There's ragweed everywhere here. Just blooming like it's not November. Oh my God, it usually ends closer to September, October. It's still going. Okay guys, I've rambled on enough. I hope you absolutely love it. Go check out my other videos. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would really, really appreciate it. We hit the 1,000 mark and I did a great giveaway and we had a winner and I mailed that out this week. And you know, we'll do another giveaway when I hit 2,000 people. So go ahead, subscribe, tell your friends. Okay, I hope you love it. Have a great time, guys. A great time? Yeah, have a great time. Bye now.